If I could go back and talk to the younger version of myself as a mother, there are a few things that I would have done differently. Not because I don't love my children, but because motherhood teaches you while you're already in it. One thing I would have done differently is to stop putting so much pressure on myself to be perfect. I spent a lot of time feeling guilty, feeling like I wasn't doing enough, feeling like I had to carry everything alone. And honestly, the pressure can emotionally drain you as a mother. You know, it can be overwhelming. I also would have taken better care of myself mentally and emotionally because I learned the hard way that when a mother is constantly pouring without being poured into, it eventually becomes something that exhausts you. Another thing I would have done differently is to stop comparing myself to other moms. Social media makes you feel like everybody has it all together. Meanwhile, you're sitting there overwhelmed, tired, and trying your best to survive till the end of the day. And comparison steals your peace. I would have also given myself more grace because motherhood isn't about perfection. It's about learning, it's about growing, and it's about doing it all over again and loving your children through every stage, even when you're still learning and growing yourself. One thing that motherhood has taught me is that children don't need a perfect mother. They need a present mother. They need a loving mother. They need a mother that continually shows up, even on hard days. So if you're a mom and you're being hard on yourself right now, I want to just encourage you to take a deep breath. You are learning, you are growing, and you're probably doing better than what you think. You know, motherhood doesn't come with a manual. Um, I remember after I had my oldest daughter, who is now 17, I was sitting there in the hospital room looking at her, holding her, and crying. I was just had turned I was 17. I actually was maybe just about to be turning 18. And I was crying. I had just had a baby. Me and her dad was going through things. He was listening to his family and people in your ears. And we were young. We were in high school. And so I was crying because I had just brought a baby into the world. And I did not know how I was going to make it. I did not know what to expect. It was just something that I was not prepared for. And I know that a lot of people will look at it and say, well, you was having sex. You know, how were you not prepared for it? But you have to understand when you come from a background in a place where perversion, lust, and you don't have the validation or the affirmation from a father and a male, you constantly seeing people coming in, people coming out. You don't know what a healthy relationship or household looks like, and so you look for love in all the wrong places, and you continue to look for that love until you get tired of falling, until you get tired of going into those same cycles and bumping your head and getting knocked over and having heartbreak after heartbreak. It took me to have 4 children, 3 girls and a boy, to finally understand that I was giving my body to man that did not love me, that did not see my worth, that could not validate me or fulfill that desire of a father. It took me 4 children later to realize that my validation comes from God alone. And so I love y'all. Comment one thing that motherhood has taught you, and subscribe if you want honest conversations about motherhood, healing, and growth. I love you all, and I will see you all on the next video.